So 3rd and long on Ettling's first drive of the day, and down he goes.
Really, really study and have great notes, but it's hard when you're not getting the reps. And you got a big run here. Go ahead, Connor.
There's White across midfield, breaking into the second level and down across the 30. Robert, that looks a lot like the beginning to last week's game for Zaquandre White.
Yeah, really amazing. This front is doing an excellent job. Open up the holes for Zaquandre White, and he's just really patient, just waiting for that thing. Yeah, it's, you know, tough sometimes. You don't see it open up. The same pec injury that he had a year ago, so a lot of new faces on the back end.
Well, after the big hitter, Lingard breaks free for a first down and plows ahead inside the 5.
Well, what you hear from defense is a lot of times when you can't stop the run, it could just be flat out demoralizing. And
just the second worst rush offense in the UFL, but 2 explosive runs
right here
on this opening drive. And McClendon gets bottled up in the backfield. Robert Cough It Up Smith. Play game backs it up for Blewett, and he stays perfect from inside 40 on the season. And it's 3-0 Houston.
John with guys after he got up, running folks over.
On 3rd and 4, Danny Ettling out of the timeout. Around pressure, throws back across his body, and has a touchdown. Malik Turner for 6 for Michigan.
12.
Well, you have to understand when you can come out of coverage, and this is what we talked about with Danny Ettling. Just that ability to get money down for your quarterback here. What do we do in 3rd and long situations?
On 3rd and 8 for McClendon. And pressure at his feet kept the play alive, and a sliding grab across the middle to keep this drive alive. Justin Hall, the #1 guy in receptions in the UFL.
I love this. Watch this subtle climb in the pocket right there. Just not watching.
The you never get broke making a profit. Is that a Brian?
That's a Brian Billickism. You never go broke taking a profit.
That's a Billick original, huh?
I don't know about original. It's the first time I heard it.
Original to you. Malone looking for a crease, and he's got blockers out in front down the sideline.
Wow.
There goes Malone. Foot race. Can they catch him? He's down at the 1.
At the 1-yard line prior to the ball coming loose. It's first down.
Boy, great job picking up these blocks along the sideline. And nice job, guys, not getting the penalties. Look at that. He grabbed a braid there.
Literally a hair away from a touchdown. A yard away. Ettling pulls it out, flips it to his tight end. And Nakua has a touchdown. Michigan with their 2nd of the day.
You're going to go with that little play action. Everybody expecting run. Played over the last couple of weeks. Michigan with the big comeback win a week ago, and Houston with the close loss at the end. Emotion so important in this sport.
Cyril Grayson bounced off some friendly fire and uses his lightning quick legs to get out across the 45.
Monday.
Right here.
180. What's that?
McClendon pulled it, and Michigan stuffs it on the read.
What's that?
That play brings up a 4th down and 2. And up the gut, Houston converts. Kirk Merritt back in there after being out with a hamstring injury last week.
180.
Get a quick pop downfield.
Here is that play action just ahead of pressure. It is caught for a touchdown. Kiki Chisholm with a great delivery from McClendon with heat in his face.
Poise of Jalen McClendon, knows that he's going to take the big pop, but watch the placement on this ball. He knows I'm about to take it, but that's all right. I'm going to get it to my man Chisholm. perfect placement. And he's getting Taylor Stallworth all up in his grill. He's trying to get the view of that ball landing. Devin, I saw that you had those beads of sweat dried up this time. You're looking good down there, man. Staying cool.
Doing my best.
Well, first down for Tawa for Michigan. Etling pumps, gets out of there, and the second wave comes and gets him.
Tough loss last week emotionally, coming out and playing hard today.
Well, booming punt drives Keys back, and he weaves his way up to the 40.
So we get a little bit of play action rollout here from Jalen McClendon.
Rolls to his left, he's on target, and a first down.
And just in case Brian is listening, it is, you never go broke taking a profit.
This will be a season long for Blewett, and it is true. Make it a 2-point game.
Of course, with the late change with Etling.
On 2nd and 9, Etling across the middle, has a first down, and the ball comes out at the end. Was he down, though? Mariner loses it.
Just different animals from a mental standpoint.
So how aggressive will Houston be? Looks like they will be, and a catch by Hall along the sideline.
Life this week, you can't let a team beat you 2 weeks in a row.
Houston gets it first. That was not all the way in for Grayson, so no touchback, so he brings it out and makes something out of it.
Again, all the way back at the sticks, all kinds of space underneath.
And the swarming run defense of Michigan shows up to bring up third down. Where do they go on 4th down and 2?
They're expecting.
Oh, back to the air, but it's dropped.
Go with Z select, some sort of pass play. Stay with the duo.
Picks the run, it's Tawa. And barreling ahead. He is a bowling ball, and he has a first down.
And McCrary in the game now, but watch for Etling to hang on to the ball one of these times.
And we got it off at the end of the play clock, and Houston is all over Nate McCrary.
I'm sure that you've had experience with that. When that change is made so late, game day or so late in the week, you've kind of got a game plan that everybody else in the offense is already comfortable with. Don't want to change it.
Oh, that Band-Aid is definitely off for Etling. You're right, Devin. He drops it in on 3rd and 18 for a touchdown. Devin Ross for 6.
That's just a cornerback.
We're just trying to get out there, and it's just a tough position for him to be in. So it was a great job running from those guys. Great job by D. Ross, and you can't ask for any better than that.
Here we go. 180. What's that?
Well, they gave it up on 4th down. Last drive and a pick here. Nobody touched him. Off he goes. Kenai Lovely. Making a move. He has a block. It's a pick 6.
Homework. Kenai Lovely. What do you expect out of this down and distance, out of this formation? Expects the little bubble, reacts to it, triggers on it, makes the catch, realizes he wasn't touchdown, and gets in for the touchdown.
Bubble out to Hall, and it's blown up.
Hometown team.
And Michigan stands up again. Running offenses in the UFL, 2nd in the league coming into today. And on this drive, asserting their will on the ground as much as they have all game long. McCrary with a first down.
Yeah, Bates with the Lions now.
Yep. And that is good.
Got it.
Second 50-yarder for B.T. Potter in this game.
I mean, that's the simple truth of it, right? It's the old Reese Bobby thing. If you're not first, you're last. That's what he always believes.
A return starts to break for Grayson. Got hit by his own guy. That might have been the only thing slowing him up from breaking it all the way.
There you go.
180. What's time?
Oh, bad snap. Trouble with it for McClendon. Ball is still loose. And Michigan is on top of it. It played pinball behind McClendon. And Ron Stone ends up picking it up for the Panthers.
Here you go. 180. What's time?
Half a minute to go. And the game does continue with a completion to Hall. Outside the 30, 15 seconds left. And McClendon across the middle with 8 seconds to go. Now they're inside the 5 with Grayson, and there's the second timeout.
Well, less than 1%, but not quite 0%.
180. What's time?
McClendon, touchdown. It's Hall with 2 seconds left. And now they'll have to go for 3.
All right, going for 3.
And Justin Hall, 11th catch of the day. See him coming out of that slot position.
180. What's time?
That's the final play of the game. They got it, but the game is over. So Michigan clinches a playoff berth up to 6-2. Houston